Hi, everyone, and welcome to another episode of The Vixen Voice. Today is a lovely solo episode where you get me. Also, during these solo episodes, unless I get something really I feel I need to talk to you about, we're going to try to keep these short so that we can give you a break, all of our loyal listeners who listen to our hour-long interviews and panels. It's just that the conversations are so good, I don't want to stop them. So do me a favor, give us some feedback. There are many ways you can do this. You can do this in the comments in YouTube. You can email us team@vixengathering.com. You can DM us on social media. I'd love to hear from you. When we have these fascinating conversations, I mean, sometimes these conversations could go on for 2 to 3 hours, right? So I always stop them 45 minutes to an hour. But let's say we had a really juicy conversation that went an hour and a half. How would you feel about us recording that and breaking it into 3 episodes? I guess what I'm asking is, would you rather have shorter episodes of about 30 minutes each? So if it's an hour-long panel or an hour-long interview, we break it into 2 episodes? Or do you like getting all the goods at once? Obviously, you can always stop the episode and come back to it, right? So I'd really love to hear from you because our goal is to have our listeners be inspired by the content and also to know that they're not alone. So the more people listening, the better, especially all you amazing women listening. At the Vixen Gathering, we have a goal of impacting 1 million women's lives through our podcast, through our coaching, through our events we do, and then also through these women going out and impacting other women's lives. So we call it the ripple effect. So one, I'd love to encourage the ripple effect. If you have a girlfriend who would love this episode, please share it with her. Or maybe it's a family member, just some woman who's important to you. And second, we'd love your feedback. How do you prefer to listen so that we can format the episodes accordingly? I promise we will still give you all the goods, all the great content, but just in what size nuggets would you like it? 30 minutes? Is an hour okay? If we did a 3-hour interview, I mean, heck, people out there are doing it. Would you just come back and pause, or would you like that broken out, right? So we would love to hear from you. So what I did last time I was with you one-on-one is answer a question from the audience. So again, if you're in my Abundant Business Women Facebook group, I ask, hey, what would you like to hear on the show? So the best way to have your question answered is to join us at Abundant Business Women and just drop your question there in the group and let me know that you'd love for me to answer it live on the Vixen Voice. So anyway, we'd love to see you in Abundant Business Women. A lot of times I launch things and also do freebies for that group only. So it's definitely worth checking out. If you don't love it, you can always unsubscribe. No big deal, right? So anyway, I got a couple more questions, and I didn't finish the list from last week, so I'm going to answer 2 more today. And again, I invite you, if you'd like your questions answered, go to Abundant Businesswomen, drop them there. I'll be doing this periodically as we have questions stack up, right? So this next question I love. How can I break free from the pattern of setting financial goals and not achieving them? And then they ask me, what do you think is the block? Well, I can't answer what do you think is the block because I'm not connecting with this person to see what their particular block is, because it's important to know that we all have different blocks. We all have different limiting or fixed mindsets. And so it's a process to discover that and get it done. Now, I don't mean a process of 10 years, right? But for example, I have my 3-day Own Your Worth challenge. This is a money mindset challenge. And in 3 days, 1 hour each day, the women who attend get major ahas. They remove blocks. They replace old money thoughts with positive money thoughts. And here's the cool part. They reach financial goals after that. So in the last one, someone emailed me a week later, super excited that she had a dream trip she'd wanted to take. And somehow a week after our 3-day workshop, she was able to purchase the ticket, the plane ticket, and she was so excited. I had another client that 2 months later emailed me, guess what? I now have 5 figures in my savings account. I mean, that's pretty cool. She started with 0, right? So don't sit there and say, this isn't for me. This is for everyone. But here's the catch. You have to be willing to value the work, do the work, and receive the work, right? And I like to say there needs to be an exchange of energy. So could I do my 3-day challenge for free? Absolutely. Do we charge a nominal price? Yes, we do, because that exchange of energy makes you more committed to the work you're doing. So I hope that helps you. And I hope you remember that when it's the right choice, it's actually investing in yourself. It is not a cost, right? And here's what I challenge you. I know there's a ton of coaching programs out there. There's a ton of ways you can improve your business. Always ask, what's my expected ROI? That's return on investment. So if you're paying me for the 3-day challenge, even though it's not very expensive, you want to know what your return on investment is. And I'll tell you this, I offer a 10 times return on investment at the end of that call because we always want to bring value. Now, I mean value in content and value in your ahas, but I also mean monetary value. If I'm a business coach, a business consultant, and I'm helping you with abundance mindset, like, trust me, you know I can be very woo-woo, but this is not woo-woo. You need to see returns from that, right? So I know it's very confusing because there's so many things out there, but a great thing is like, hey, do people get return on investment from this program? Awesome. What has that looked like, right? So I had another now client who went through that program. Let's see, it was 3 months ago. And then she chose to join my small group coaching. Yeah, it was 3 months ago because she joined the 12-week coaching the next week and finished it. And now she's joined my mastermind because she graduated from the 12-week program. But anyway, she joined the coaching and then was able to quit her corporate job where she was making a lot of money, as in multiple 6 figures. And she, by fixing her money mindset, 1, and 2, gaining confidence that she could set and attain goals through our 12-week course, this gave her the courage she needed to make that leap of faith and leave the toxic job that she did not love. And now she's doing her own business, which, hey, it has its pros and cons, right? But she has so much freedom. And every time I see her, she looks softer and softer and happier and happier. And that's really why we want to remove those money blocks, right? A lot of people are worried about being greedy. You want freedom to live your best life. And bringing in abundance helps you do that. So number 1, I can't just answer how to remove your block or limiting belief. I would recommend every month I do the Own Your Worth Challenge live. That's what we're doing currently. I don't know if that's sustainable for me in the future, to be honest, because of my calendar and leveraging my time, because I also like to keep my sanity and enjoy my life. So if we ever stop the live, we will have it offered as an evergreen webinar. I really am going to fight to keep it live because you get so much better results when you participate live. It's just 1 hour a day for 3 days. You can mark it on your calendar, commit to it, and do it. And I promise you will love the results, or I will refund you 100% of what you've paid for the 3-day challenge. So anyway, watch for that. We launch it every single month. And then after that, I usually offer a discount to join one of our programs. So it's really cool. I just get to meet a lot of women, change a lot of women's lives, and some of them become clients further after that. I mean, it's really that simple and transparent. You know, that's why we do it. So anyway, I would tell you if you keep setting financial goals and not achieving them, number one, join our 3 day challenge. By the way, I also have a freebie floating out there, which is like a checklist to start this process. So if you're eager to get started, it's in the show notes, it's on our website, it's on our Instagram page. You can pretty much find it anywhere. So that's free. And then do that. And then when you're ready to invest a very small amount, join our 3 day challenge where you can be in it with other women, sharing your wins and your accountability. But I think not hitting your goals comes down to a couple of things, be they financial or other, right? With money, other emotions come in. That's why removing the blocks, working on the limiting beliefs are super important. But anytime you set a goal, number one, is it attainable? So we entrepreneurs are visionary. We love to set these pie in the sky goals. That's why you have your big, hairy, audacious goal, right? And if you don't know what the heck that is, go back and listen to my solo episode on creating a compelling vision of your future. And I walk you through having core values, a purpose, a big, hairy, audacious goal, etc. for your business. Really important. It's like your North Star or your vision board of your business, right? So that's why, we entrepreneurs have things like that, our big goal, because what you want to do for yourself and your team is set reasonable, maybe stretch goals on a 3 year, 1 year, and quarterly basis, right? And I like to start at 3 years because then you go to 1 year. Again, I think this is a compelling vision of the future. If not, I'll do an episode on this goal setting strategy. So 3 year, then you back into 1 year, and then from the 1 year, you back into your next quarter, right? Because sometimes when you're like, what do I need to focus on this quarter? It's absolutely overwhelming because you have no idea where you're going. You need the roadmap of the 3 year, 1 year, quarter. They might change over time, but I promise that exercise is super valuable. So number one, don't set pie in the sky goals. Hey, just say, here's my financial goal. And by the way, God, the universe, as you guys know, I talk to God, whoever you talk to, if you want to send me more, I'm open. Send it, right? That way you're not capping what you receive, but set a goal that will make a difference in your life, but that you feel is attainable. And then the second way that most people fail is not holding themselves accountable or not having someone hold them accountable. So if you're not checking in on this goal weekly, you're probably not going to hit it. That is absolutely the bottom line. And there's more steps as well. I do this in my Bixa Mastermind. We do a whole day of setting our goals for the quarter, breaking them down, walking away with a project plan of what we're going to do to get there and also what we're not going to do to get there. Because you got to be careful if energy sucks, distractions, etc., especially in today's world when we have so many choices. So the more crystal clear you are, it just, I feel good talking about it. It lifts this weight from you, right? And it frees you, and you spend your time on your goals. And when you're not on your goals, you're free, because you're on track, right? And you don't have to worry about it. And you don't wake up in the middle of the night saying, am I going to hit my goal this quarter? Am I going to make enough money? Am I going to be able to pay my bills? So we absolutely want to get that freedom. So I promised you to keep this episode short. I think we're just going to stick with this one question for today. I mean, it's such an important one. So in any goal setting, set good goals. And by the way, this is a skill set. You get better over time, right? But you should be hitting 80% of your goals each quarter. Look, stuff happens and we don't always hit all of them. It's okay. Give yourself grace. Also, stuff happens and 1 week you might get off track. Here's what's important. Get back on track the next week. Do not beat yourself up. But the longer you're off track, the less likely you are to hit that goal. So number one, set reasonable, good goals that excite you but are attainable. This is a skill set. You will get better over time. Number two, hold yourself accountable weekly. Give yourself an honest thumbs up, I'm on track. Thumbs down, I'm not on track, right? If it's a thumbs down, I'm not on track, spend some time figuring out how you get back on track. This should be blocked and scheduled in your calendar because what's on your calendar gets done, right? It actually amazes me that so many women I work with do not, until they meet me, set time on their calendar to work toward their goals. If you haven't allotted time, do you think it's magically going to happen? I mean, trust me, I used to be like that too until I hired a business coach and consultant and understood how to do this well. So anyway, would love to have you in our 3-day challenge so that we can get rid of those money blocks so that we can help you hit your financial goals. And number two, if you want to talk more about hitting your financial goals, we always offer a 50-minute strategy session with me. It's on the homepage of the Vixen Voice podcast. And a little secret, if you put in Vixen Voice as your coupon, you get 50% off. So definitely worth your time. Let's strategize for 50 minutes. And then if it makes sense to work together further, no big deal. But that investment amount for those 50 minutes is very well priced as well. I just have gotten to the point where on my calendar, we don't have time for me to be giving away 50 minutes complimentary. So, if you don't mind, that little bit of investment tells me that you're serious. It helps you hit your goal and it's a win-win for everyone. Again, so we want to, it's important for you to hit your goals. You got to value the work, you got to do the work, and you have to know what work to do, right? Really important stuff. So that's one way. And then money mindset, I'd say go find that free download, get started, then join our 3-day challenge. These are super easy steps you can take. And then we can help you get better at all goals during a strategy session. So hope this was helpful to you today. And one other thing, don't just be accountable to yourself. I like to always share, be careful who you share your goals with. That should be a small circle, right? Sometimes a circle of one, sometimes a circle of 2, 3, or if you're lucky enough to be part of a mastermind, you might have a bigger group. But I would not just hold myself accountable. I would have someone hold me accountable as well. My team and I review our goals every single Monday with each other. And here's why. It's so easy to fudge and lie to yourself. Oh yeah, I'm on track, or I'm a little off, but no big deal. But when you have to articulate it out loud to someone, we get a heck of a lot more honest. Hey, we're humans. This is how we're all built. Especially if you're an entrepreneur, we're optimists. We tend to be, right? So we want to make sure we have that person questioning you so that you have a realistic view of if you're on track or off track. So anyway, I'm going to leave you with that today. I hope you found some great tips on how to set and hit your financial goals, how to remove money mindsets and money blocks, or come visit with us a little bit more. This is one of my gifts. People who work with me just make money. I don't know how else to explain it. It's really interesting because the men who know me see this immediately and they all want to work with me. But I don't work with them. I only work with women. And so anyway, here's your invitation to come check it out. I hope that you have a wonderful day. And also definitely check out Abundant Business Women, where we talk a lot more about money mindsets, financial tips, etc., sales tips, all kinds of things to make your business thrive. That's a great place for you to be, to participate in the conversation and not have to commit. All right. I hope you all have a great day. I am super excited because when I get done recording today, I am flying to Houston because it's my dad's 75th birthday and my family is all coming in, and gosh, I'm gonna get emotional. I'm super excited just to chill and hang out with my family, and I am very excited for my dad to be happy about all the attention. I don't know if your dad's like that, but a lot of times the dads don't get a ton of attention, right? And so I'm super excited that we get to celebrate and honor him. Do me a favor, if you're watching this in YouTube, share with me below, what are you excited about? And if you're listening to us on Apple or Spotify, do us a favor, give us a review, let us know how we're doing, let us know what you like, and let us know. You can always email us, team@VixenGathering. Let us know what you'd like to hear. And I'd also love to hear from you. What are you excited about? So let's go out there. Let's have joy, peace, and love and some excitement this week. So share with me, please. What are you excited about? What's fun in your life right now? I hope you have a great week and good luck setting and hitting those financial goals. Talk to you soon.